Alright, YouTube, this is a deck profile on Chaos Dragons. So let's get started. So, 3 Pulsars, heart of the deck, everyone runs 3 Pulsars. 3 Dark Players, like some people run 2, but I like 3 because it helps discards this faster. And Wyvern gets Dark Harm or Red Ice. And that's all your dragons. And then I read a Black BLS Chaos Sorcerer.
It's pretty much a must.
Yeah. 3 Raikos and only 2 Lilas. I only run 2 recharges, and I opted to run the 3rd MST over to the 3rd Lila so I can free up more side deck space. And then Tour Guide Engine. I know a lot of you guys probably know this, but some people don't. If you ditch this with in the light for light pulsar, you get your Raikou back, or you ditch it with Trigodia, you get your Raikou back. 2 Thunder Kings. Thunder King is like the fucking best card right now. Like
shits on everything.
Shits
pretty
on
much.
everything. Even like the new Mermail decks,
Yeah.
like they can't activate Undyne or Abyss Spite,
Yeah.
and they can't search Abyss Spare with Megalo. It's a good standalone card first turn. And then 2 Card Troopers, you know, get your mill off, mill 3, crash with Thunder Kings. And for the hand traps, I run 3 Veilers and 2 Maxi. I was thinking about changing the 3rd Veiler for a 3rd Maxi for windups and the new Mermail deck. But that Insector deck just won Seattle, so I think I'm just keep the 3rd Veiler. And Veiler works against more decks than Maxi does. 2 Trigodias. Trigodia is awesome. It's usually always big, usually like 3,000 or more. Like I win games with just Trigodia because it's like hella big. And then the 1 Gores. And for the spells, I run Charge of the Light Brigade. Only 2 recharges because the 3rd one gets clumpy and stuff. And I took the 3rd I was running 3 recharges, but I took the 3rd out for Avarice. At first, I was against running this card because, you know, you want your shit in your grave so you could summon your Chaos Monsters. But mid to late game, this card is really good and crucial. Like, get your +1 and just get back in the game. It's really good. And then 3 MST because fuck back row. And then everyone runs this.
Yeah.
Alright. And then for the side deck. Alright, what the fuck? Alright. 2 Doom Caliber Knights. This card works against like multiple decks. It's like really good. Like, it's awesome. And then 2 Electric Viruses. I decided to run this over the Cyber Dragons and System Downs because it works against dragons too, and Chaos Dragons are getting more popular, and Heretics, and Dino Rabbit, you could take their Lagia. The 3rd Maxi, mainly for Mermails and Windups. Alright, 2 Messengers apiece. Like not many people expect this in Chaos Dragons, but like more Chaos Dragon players are citing this. Like game 2, like they would side out the MST and heavies, and you use Messenger and like wait until you get your combo pieces and then just go off with it. And then 2 Soul Takers. Soul Taker is good because like cards like Christia and Falsa Dyna just like destroys his deck. Like you can't do shit. You gotta like Soul Taker that shit. Oh, and Dolka too. And other big it makes Light Pulsar mistiming, the Shining mistiming, and other big monsters like Hyperion and Machina Fortress. 2 Dust Tornadoes. I run 2 Dust Tornadoes and 2 Road Decrees because the Dust Tornadoes are like mainly against those continuous spells like Level Limit, Messenger of Peace, Dimensional Fissure, and Windups side all 3 of that, so that's pretty fucking gay. Like, you gotta Road Decree that, and or Dust Tornado that. And Road Decrees were like trap heavy decks like Yugioh's, Heroes, and those decks like Final Countdown and Burn. Fuck those decks. And then 2 Soul Drains. What the fuck's Soul Drain? It's mainly for Mermails, and it conflicts with these cards, but it's like the main one is this, but like if you have this out early in the game, you should be winning. But it also works against like rogue decks like Heretics, X Sabers, Frogs, and Dark Worlds too. So Soul Drain. And for the fuck that shit. Alright, so this is kind of unorganized, but Zen mains, Levier, Gaia Dragoon, Strike Bouncer. I barely make this, but I rarely make this, but it's good just to have. Exabeetle, this is probably the best card in the side deck. I make that the most.
Extra.
Alright, extra deck, yeah. And then for the level 5s, I run all 3 of these. Alright, at first I had this, and then I decided to go these 2, and I just ran all 3 because at times I wish I had the other one. Like, I would have these 2, I'm like, fuck, I wish I had Tiras. Or I would have these 2, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, I want Zen Mayo. So, I run all 3. And then Queen, whatever her name is, and Maestroke. Best level 4s that you can make, I think. Acid Golem, Leviathan Dragon, Giga Brilliant, Temtempo.
Why the Temtempo?
Temtempo because it's main. I might take this out, but it's like mainly against like Zen mains, and it's mainly against Zen mains. Like I bring this out a few times, mostly against malt windups. And the last card is Black Rose because you could do Veiler and Light Pulsar and Terra Sorcerer. I was running Scrap Dragon too, but like the only time you're gonna make that is like with Dark Arm and Veiler, or like Gores and Veiler, or the Gores token. And that's his token. And yeah, that's it. YouTube, Team Hunters.